is equal to n plus p root of t and you're supposed to make t the subject. So you need to isolate t. That's what it simply means. Okay. So now you need to get rid of. You can write this whole thing as n is equal to n plus p root of t is equal to m. You just switch it around, then you bring the t on the left side, which makes things easier. Now you need to get rid of the n here, so you subtract both sides by n, and so you get p root of t is equal to m minus n. And you need to get rid of the p as well. Yeah. So you do what? You divide both sides by p. So you divide this side by p, you divide this side by p. And so you get rid of these two here. And so you get root of t is equal to m minus n over p. Alright? Then you have to square both sides to get rid of the root sign. You square both sides. Yeah? And so you get t is equal to, and you square both sides, the root sign goes from here. T is equal to m minus n over p all squared. Alright? So that is how you do that one.
Okay.
Which one else? What's the next one?
F.
F. You're supposed to make V the subject, right?
Yes.
So now F, you have K is equal to W into brackets 5 minus V squared, root of 5 minus V squared. So you have K, you have, if you switch it around, you have W root of 5 minus V squared is equal to K. Right. Now, you need to get rid of this W here. So what do you do?
Multiply through by W.
You need to get rid of this W here. What do you do?
Divide.
Alright, you divide both sides by W. So this implies root of 5 minus V squared is equal to K over W. Now you need to get rid of the square root sign. So what do you do?
Square both sides.
You square both sides. Then you get 5 minus V squared is equal to what? K squared over W squared. Now you need to get rid of the 5. So you subtract both sides by what? 5. Alright?
Yes.
And you get minus w squared. The minus v squared is equal to k squared over w squared minus 5. Now you multiply through by minus 1, then you get what? V squared is equal to 5 minus k squared over w squared, right?
Yes.
Because this side becomes minus and this side becomes plus. If you multiply through, then this side to become plus. Yeah. Multiplying through by minus 1 means that the signs of each item is going to change. That's all it means. All right. Especially
Okay.
when you want w to be plus. So now you want to find w. That means you want to find root here and root here. All right. So, oh sorry, you want to find v. So you find the root on the left side and the root on the right side. All right. So
Okay.
then v equals root of 5 minus k squared over w squared. Sorry. So that's the value of v. Any questions?
No.
Have you copied it?
Yes.
Okay. Is that all that you didn't understand with this one?
And G.
G.
Yes.
Okay. G. You're supposed to make you the subject, right? You're supposed to make you the subject.
Yes.
Okay. So you have 1 over u plus 1 over v is equal to 1 over f. So you know that you need to isolate this one. So you need to subtract both sides by 1 over v, yeah? So you get
Yes.
1 over u equals 1 over f minus 1 over v. All right.
Okay.
Now, these are fractions here. So, in order to apply the inverse formula or the inverse approach that we used, right, you need to put these two together. So this will be equal to, you find the LCM of f and v is fv, yeah?
Yes.
And so you have f goes into here, v times 1, so this is v. And f goes into here, sorry, and v goes into here, f times 1 is minus f. So now you put it into one form, one term in the equation. So you have 1 over v, 1 over u is equal to v minus f over f v. You can easily use the inverse formula like we used previously, and then you get that this implies v is equal to what? This implies v is equal to what? Are you there?
Yes.
Can you tell me this implies v is equal to what?
Um,
If you use the inverse approach.
U or V?
Sorry, u. This is equal to u is sorry. This implies u is equal to what? Sorry.
Um, sorry.
If you use the inverse approach, it's very straightforward. All right. The inverse approach is that when you switch over this one, then it becomes u over 1. You switch over the left side, you can somersault the right side as well, and you haven't done anything wrong because there are two items that one is equal to the other. So 1 over v is equal to f 1 sorry, u over 1 is equal to fv over v minus f. Okay, if you somersault it, 1 over u is equal to v minus f over fv. This implies 1 over, sorry, u over 1. 1 over u is equal to v minus f over fv. This implies u over 1 is equal to fv over v minus f. It's just the somersault of it. You need to keep that in mind, that if you want to make a subject of equation and you get to the point whereby something, what you're looking for is on the left is 1 over something, and you have a similar fraction here, something over something, you switch it over or you somersault it. It's not even switched over. If you switch over, that means from one left side to the right side. Now you
So,
somersault it,
so you
the
just
inverse.
find the reciprocal of
Yeah.
V minus F over F.
Finding the reciprocal is like calculating it itself, you know, but you find the inverse of it. The inverse means the um the the reciprocal in the form, the way it is. You're not looking for the value itself.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the inverse of it. So if the term reciprocal makes you feel comfortable, yeah, you find the reciprocal, the opposite of it. So when you inverse it, then you inverse the other side as well.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how you get the value of v to be. Why am I always saying v? U to be equal to fv over v minus f. So when you were here, you could have easily done like, you know, you want to multiply through by v, yeah,
Okay.
because you want the v to go. Sorry, you want to multiply through by u because you want the u to go to upstairs, and that's a long approach that you come to the same answer. But if you multiply through here by u and here by u, this u cancels this u, so you get 1 is equal to f into bracket v minus f over f v times